Hey there flippers, and welcome back to Second Life Treasures. So on today's video we are heading back out to the charity shops, but we are doing things a bit different today. So we are not going to the normal charity shops that we normally visit. I have actually sort of gone to sort of the next town over from me, and I am going to be basically going through the charity shops that are there, having a look, see what I can find. There are a couple of charity shops that are the same as the charity shops that we've got sort of normally. So the one that we're in at the moment is the British Heart Foundation. So as I say, we do have sort of a couple of sort of the same charity shops as we would have, but yeah, we get very different results. So yeah, at the moment we are in the British Heart Foundation, and I'm just having a look at their jigsaws, and you'll see there that I just picked one up that is partly sealed. So I did end up sort of picking that one up, so I will show you it sort of in a bit more detail when we get home. But yeah, then just having sort of a quick scan through the sort of DVDs and the music CDs. What I am going to be doing today as well, so there is actually sort of 4 charity shops that I visited. There are a few more sort of in this town, but the rest of them sort of weren't open. So yeah, I am going to actually be putting the footage from all 4 charity shops in today as well. So you're going to see sort of everything sort of as it was sort of on the day. Yeah, I think the two that are sort of the other two that sort of the two of the ones that were sort of left off, because I think originally there was 8 charity shops, one of which is the Salvation Army, has completely shut. It's not there anymore. The other 2 were closed on the Saturday that I went, and then the only other one that I didn't go to was British Heart Foundation, sort of furniture and electrical. Just because obviously we've got one of them in our sort of normal charity shop route, and it seems to sort of be mostly furniture with sort of a couple of electrical bits, so I sort of skipped out on that one. But yeah, basically today we are going to have the British Heart Foundation, which we're in now. Next up we are going to be going to Sue Ryder, and then after that we have got Wisdom Hospice shop. That one actually I'm looking forward to getting to, because it just doesn't look like a charity shop, so I'm really looking forward to getting to that one. And then we're going to end up at Demelza. So normally we start off at the Demelza outlet, but here it is just going to be sort of the high street shop. So yeah, while I've been talking, obviously there have been sort of a couple of bits we looked at. We looked at that vintage operation. Problem I have with sort of vintage board games now is I bought a couple of them, and every single one that I've looked at, sort of I always end up sort of losing money on. I didn't actually look that one up, and I haven't actually looked that one up yet. So I might have a look sort of after I've done the voiceover, and then I'll just put a little sort of message up at the bottom of the screen, sort of at what it sort of sells for. And then now, just sort of as per normal, sort of having a look through sort of jumpers, seeing if there is anything that sort of stands out. But I think we're getting to the end of it. Obviously, once again, I do want to apologise for that big mark that's sort of towards the middle of the screen. A couple of weeks ago, I took my backpack off, which I have my camera clipped to sort of put some stuff into it, and I've obviously knocked the camera and basically chipped the lens. But I have got a new camera, so you will see that will be in Wednesday's video, then Saturday's boot fair video. Saturday's boot fair video is on the old camera, so that mark will be back. And then I think I've got 2 more charity shop videos that have been filmed with the old camera. So, but as of next week, the midweek hunt and the boot fairs will be with the new camera. So next up we are in Sue Rider, and as I say, this one is set out a lot differently than our sort of normal one. It's a very sort of straight and long store, whereas the other one was actually, the Sue Rider that we normally go to is actually a former Blockbusters. So yeah, set out sort of completely differently. So just up the back, sort of having a look at the kids DVDs and sort of the kids books. And I will admit, the day that I filmed this, it was absolutely scorching out as well, so I am sweating buckets. But I do see this, so it looks like sort of, I don't think it's Airfix, but it's an old sort of Airfix type model. And I open the box and literally there's nothing left in it. It's been sort of stripped, so it looks like someone's actually built the model and then put the box into the charity shop. So I don't know why the charity shop didn't pick that up. I think they've literally just sort of looked at the box, put a price on it and then put it out. But I just want to have a quick look through sort of the men's tops. So I've been finding sort of quite a few good bits in the Maidstone Sue Rider, in the sort of the men's section. So yeah, I want to have a sort of a quick look here. I don't think I end up looking at the women's tops in this one, just because it was quite busy, it was quite warm, and I think I needed to just sort of get out and get a drink sort of afterwards. So and there was quite a few racks sort of throughout the store. So yeah, I just end up sort of looking at the men's tops, and then this one sort of jumps out at me. And when I have a look, it is 100% wool. I think it was 100% lamb's wool. So yeah, I can't remember what they were asking for it, but I do end up sort of picking that one up. It's a Harry Potter, I think that was a long sleeve Harry Potter t-shirt. But yeah, so just sort of going through the rack, there's nothing else really that I sort of come across. So what we'll do is we will move on to the next charity shop, and as I say, this is the one that I'm sort of looking forward to sort of showing you, just because it pretty much breaks all the rules on sort of what a charity shop should look like. So here we are at Wisdom Hospice shop, and straight away in the window the thing that sort of jumps out at me was sort of all the comic books. So there's a load of sort of DC comic books and that in the window. Sort of have a quick glance at them, but don't really sort of pay too much attention, because I'll be honest, when it comes to sort of comics, I have no idea what I'm looking at, and sort of what I'm looking for. So straight out the back, I start sort of having a look sort of through the DVDs. They've obviously got some music CDs there as well, and what looks like puzzles on the bottom shelf as well. So yeah, there's sort of a lot there to sort of look through, but sort of having a quick scan over, don't really see anything. And we've got the kids books there, and then sort of the men's tops. What I do notice with this charity shop is obviously it's very sort of new, it's very modern. It's sort of the opposite to what you expect a charity shop to be, but equally I do think that there's a lot less stock in there as well. So you'll see that rack there wasn't a lot sitting on there. Once again, sort of the rack here, there's not a massive amount of stuff in there. So whether this shop doesn't get a lot of donations, or that they sort of hold stuff back to basically sort of make it look more presentable and more like a retail experience instead of just sort of cliche charity shop. But yeah, I will admit, I didn't find anything in here, but I was really impressed with sort of how the shop was laid out, sort of the atmosphere within the shop. It was just sort of completely different. Obviously, sort of like we see charity shops from sort of both ends of the scales. We've got shops like this that are, well, you've got this one I think is actually in a league of its own, because it is presenting itself more as a sort of a retail space, and it's sort of very modern. I don't know if this is how it was decked out before they moved in. I'd probably say that it probably was sort of, a shop was there previously and they've moved out, left the decor as it was, and then they've sort of taken it over. But yeah, it just felt so much better. And then we are on the last charity shop for today. So this is Demelza. And as I say, there is a Demelza sort of in the sort of the normal place that we go, but I go, obviously every time we go out, I always go into the outlet, but I don't tend to sort of go into the actual charity shop for two reasons really. Obviously, I was going in there sort of every week, sort of since I started, and I never really found, there was never anything in there. It was always sort of marked up, and yeah, I just sort of didn't sort of, never found anything. So it was then sort of, I sort of stopped wasting my time really, and I think that's what I saw it partly. But this one, yeah, once again, it's a different town, obviously different people running it. And sorry, the second reason why I don't go in there was the one time I did buy something, was actually a pair of Nike trainers. So basically a pair of, I think they were Nike Air Maxes. They had them priced up at £10 or £12, something like that. So I ended up buying them, got them home, and then sort of like after further investigation at home realised that they were counterfeit. Took them back because they actually had a returns policy, and the response that I got when I said to them, "Oh yeah, they're fake," "Oh well, what did you expect for that price?" And I was a bit like, "Really? That's..." So yeah, I sort of steer clear of. I don't really sort of go into that one anymore. But in this one, as I say, the prices are really, really good, really, really reasonable. There's some good stuff. Obviously, you've just seen me sort of looking at that jigsaw puzzle. That's a 2,000 piece sort of sealed jigsaw. I think I'm sort of scanning it on my phone, sort of umming and ahhing, because I can't actually find that particular one. But for what they've got it priced up at, and knowing that it's a brand new 2,000 piece jigsaw, it was worth a pickup. And then just quickly coming over to the other side, having a look at the the DVDs and some of the books. Once again, nothing really there. It's all sort of like mainstream titles. And then what I'll do is I'll quickly turn around, sort of have a look at the shoes just behind me. And then what we'll do is we will head home, and what we'll do is we'll have a look at everything we managed to pick up. Okay, so we are back from the charity shops, and I will have to admit I've thoroughly enjoyed that today. Really enjoyed sort of travelling around, sort of looking in sort of different charity shops. This is something that I have been sort of thinking about doing for sort of quite a while now, and yeah, I will say I am really, really happy with sort of how it turned out. So we've got three things here. So we're starting to sort of climb. I think if our last sort of main charity shop video, which was out last week, we had one thing in it, so it was a bit of a sort of a bust day. But obviously we've got three things today, and I will say sort of next week's video we double or triple what we have here. We get loads of finds, and going forward sort of the charity shops are massively climbing now. So probably because the boot fairs have finished, yeah, I am just literally sort of, I'm filling bags every time I go out. So yeah, the charity shops are definitely getting a lot better now that the boot fairs have finished. But on to sort of what we picked up today. So the first pickup of today was this jigsaw. So it's a 1,000 piece leopard jigsaw. It's by Traditional Games, and we paid $2.99 for this. It's partly sealed, So if we sort of look down the bottom here, you can probably see on camera that the cellophane wrap is sort of ripped in sort of multiple places. So I will probably list this as sort of new other, because it is still sealed, but yeah, as I say, the cellophane wrapping is sort of ripping. So we paid £2.99 for this. Looking online, I'm seeing sold comps of about £15. So that would net us a £4.50 profit. Yeah, not too bad at all. Then the next pickup was from Sue Ryder, and it is a John Partridge men's large lamb's wool jumper. So we paid £4 for this. Looking online, I am seeing sold comps for about £25 on this. So a really, really good pickup. Normally sort of these jumpers go anywhere between sort of £10 and £15. But yeah, this one sort of is selling sort of really, really well. So happy to sort of pick this one up. So if we do manage to sell it for £25, that is going to be a £14 and 1p profit. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably list it at £20 with $4.99 shipping. So just a bit under. And then the final pickup for today was a 2,000 piece Alpine View. It's a Falcon Deluxe puzzle. We paid £4 for this, and looking online, these sort of puzzles, I couldn't see this exact one, but these sort of puzzles sell for about £22. Obviously this one is brand new as well, so it should make it sort of a bit easier to sell. So that would be a £9 and 95p profit. So yeah, all in all, not a bad day. I am going to be sort of doing multiple sort of town trips now with the charity shops. So you will start seeing sort of multiple, or what will tend to happen is that we'll be alternating. I think we've got next week's video is from a different town. The one after that is our normal one. And that's all I've filmed so far. So the week after that we'll do the normal one, and then we'll be going to one of the other towns again. So I am going to start sort of varying it. What probably will happen is the Tuesday videos will be the normal town, and then the Saturday videos will either be sort of different content, or it will be sort of one of the other town sort of charity shop videos, just until sort of the boot fairs kick back off again, and then we'll sort of take it from there. But before we head off, let's have a quick sort of run through on the totals. So total spend for today was £10 and 99p. Total expected sale price is going to be £62, and that would net us a total profit of £28 and 46p. So not too bad at all. Really, really chuffed with that. Obviously, as I say, the charity shops are getting so much better recently. Yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying the charity shops at the moment because there are just so many finds out there. So yeah, always looking forward to sort of getting back out now. But with that said, that is going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to sort of give it a thumbs up. And also, if you want to see more content just like this, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, bye.